And it would be great to just switch on the microphone. So I just said it's maybe the most interesting stream if you are Virgin Galactic investor, and therefore thank you very much for tuning in as always here on Fridays. Very freaking nice Virgin Galactic Friday. Let's have a look into the market real quick, because it seems, and as you can see, the studio is green, because everything, it seems like Virgin Galactic is the only stock that is green right now, and everything else, look at that, S&P 500 minus 2.27%, Dow 2.6% down, Nasdaq 2.3% down, Russell 2.4% down. Now I'm very curious, because we seems to wait for Chinese vaccine maker news on Sunday, guys. So I'm very anticipating this, and every minute some big vaccine guys can bring out some great breaking news, and this obviously will bring the markets up. So I'm very curious about the next couple of weeks, how they develop, if the second wave will pressure the markets further down, or we see a more of a healthy environment, or positive, or a green environment, as you can see here in the background. Let's have a look what we will talk about today, and therefore I created this agenda so you will know what we will talk about today. Obviously, we will have a look into the main topic of today's Virgin Galactic Fridays vlog, which is the ARK investment into Virgin Galactic. Then we will talk about the test flights. Third point, I would like to go into some Richard Branson discussions about when he will join the first flight. And then we have the discussion, finally closing the live stream, with why Virgin Galactic is a 10x stock. So stay tuned. Smash that like button. This always helps this channel, this live streams, and is appreciating all the work that goes into those. And as you know, we are starting a lot of this live stream recently with some funny memes. And I found some 2 space memes, obviously, for Virgin Galactic Fridays, and have a look into those. The first one is, if you're having a spacesuit and your nose is and your nose itches, then obviously it's game over. So this is important. Let me know in the comments, by the way, where you are from. And this is definitely something that they need to work on, how you scratch your nose in a spacesuit. Then secondly, I found this also very nice. Okay, now where's the oil? Also fantastic. I don't know who's doing these things, but it's just hilarious how the humor evolves into every kind of category. And herewith, I would like to start with the website of ARK Invest, just to show you who ARK Invest is. Obviously, they are pretty known, especially the CEO and founder, Katie Wood, who is on regular basis on CNBC and telling them the bullish case about Tesla and other innovators having the famous $15,000 price target on Tesla stock. And it's going for her direction, right? She's not that far away. I mean, when she began to put out this very, very bullish thesis out there, there was a lot of love, and there was a lot of thinking about her, that she is maybe out of her mind, but but she's totally what she is doing with this fund, and I will show you the performance of this fund, is absolutely fantastic. So let's have a look. I'm just considering how to show it to you the best. I think it's when we are going ARK Innovation ETF. So let's open. So this is the ETFs. They have a couple of ETFs over the portfolios that they put together, and they study very much the markets, and then adding some positions in, which we will talk in a second. But here you see, this is, for example, the innovation fund or innovation ETF, which we will fully extend right now. And I have to zoom out. So here you see the ARK Innovation ETF, RAKK, if you want to look it up. And then I want to, at the same point, go, for example, for Berkshire Hathaway. And as you can see, they are way outperforming Berkshire Hathaway, for example. Warren Buffett, right? One of the biggest investors. And don't get me wrong, full credit to the best investor out there. But ARK Invest has or know a thing or two about investing, as you can see here. And let us put also the non plus ultra, the S&P 500 here in purple. And as you can see, Berkshire Hathaway last place with the how, let me here, as you can see, over the, what is it, let us have a look, 2 years, 5 years max. Okay, since 2015, it seems that this is the longest dates that we have. Okay, so you can see here the Berkshire Hathaway just made, is it right here? I mean, 5 years? Yeah, it seems to be right. Sorry guys, I'm just want to make sure that it's showing us. Okay, so from about summer 2015, so 5 years. Okay, 5 years, and the S&P 500 did about 30%, 40%. No, this is Berkshire Hathaway. Sorry. Then over the same period, the S&P 500 did 45%, and the ARK Innovation ETF did 213%. So as you can see, investing in innovations and into the companies of tomorrow really pays off, guys. Okay, so this is just to show you that they know a thing about two about investing. And if you are going into their ETFs, I think it's, let me just, is it white papers? Let me see. So it's basically, I just had it here not long time ago, so let us look for it together. Where do they have? they should have papers or documents here where they have mentioned all their investments. So this is the autonomous tech and robotics ETF. This is definitely the one that they are investing into space. And let me see if this is the one. I think this is the one. Yes, here we go. Fund holdings PDF. So here you can see what's in this ETF, and as you can see from the 25th of today. So basically today, this is no, sorry, not today. Today is 27. So 2 days old, but you can see here that Virgin Galactic number 32 got a little bit increased even. I think 3,000 shares more they increased over the pace since I did the Virgin Galactic vlog. So as you can see, they are, increasing those positions, and those 37 stocks, including Tesla, is in this autonomous technological and robotics ETF. Okay, let's have a look how this performed over the last couple of years in terms of let me see if I can. Here we go. Which color do we take? Yeah, let's stick to pink here. So as you can see, also this fund established somewhere around summer 2019 also way outperformed the S&P 500 as well the Berkshire Hathaway, right? So as you can see, they are doing a very great job, and I think when ARK invest into something, I believe this is some very interesting investment because they are doing a very deep research. They're having so much experience from companies that will change the world in the future, and therefore investing into Virgin Galactic just as another piece puzzle to show us that Virgin Galactic is a very, very interesting investment. Okay, let's have a look what else we have on the agenda for today. Test flights. What a day. I will just quickly, briefly go into this topic because we talked about it already in breaking news. So what happened? They did a successful test flight where they dropped the spaceship to Unity from about 51 or 55,000 feet. And instead of launching it, they just did a nicely, gently glide flight back to the spaceport to make sure to test and gather lots and lots of data. I think this is a great step. Step after step, you see that the whole story is evolving. Guys, be reminded, this is a very young public company. And they need to get used to report every 3 months when a quarter close. And I think the chairman like Shamas is really behind it to make sure that we have some developments over the next couple of months. And you see the next step would be then the powered flight, which is a little bit more of a risky endeavor. However, I believe that the overall scenario is very, very safe. So they worked tremendously over the last couple of years on the technology and are far, far ahead. And therefore, I believe that this is a super great stepping stone, what happened yesterday. And we should see more from that, because there is Richard Branson. And many of you guys are thinking, when does Richard Branson go to space? Now, I discussed this on one of my Virgin Galactic Fridays episodes. I think it was the second one where I discussed like a potential timeline for this stock and this event. And there's basically two scenarios. Oh, actually, there's three scenarios. Okay, first scenario, which a lot of you are hoping, is the 70th birthday of Richard Branson. And this is not long time, because he is born on the 18th of July. And what would be this for a birthday, guy? You are creating one maybe of your most significant companies, and they will fly you as a first passenger to space on your 70th birthday. This is what many are hoping. Definitely a very hard endeavor. I don't, to be honest, I give this scenario, I love to play out scenarios. Scenario number one, Richard Branson going to space for his birthday on the 18th of July, which is in basically 20 days or so. I would give this a chance of 2%. Okay, 2 to 5%. Let's say 5%. I don't believe that they will have the. Well, you have to consider something. There was already a passenger of the head of training went already in space on one of the test flights. So I don't think they need the full FAA approval for commercial flights and the whole license to fly Richard Branson into air or into the sky. But I think they want to have the full experience, when they have the license, when they have the interior of the airplane inside, so they can film and everything, make it as the very first guest experience by Sir Richard Branson. So I think this will happen. So that's why I think this scenario that he will fly on July is just 5%. But you never know, right? So let's go to the second scenario, which I think is the 90% scenario. Okay, 90% scenario is, in my personal opinion, the CEO Whitesides. I just pick this gentleman up here on the screen so you know about which gentleman I'm talking about. And this is this guy. Looks a little bit scary on this picture, however. So this guy, ex-chief of staff at NASA, is now leading the company as CEO. And he said many times now, also the last time I saw this is when he talked about the milestone or next steps after the Q1 earnings. So he was on CNBC and he was asked, what about the timelines? And he said, many things changes now with the health crisis. So he said the most important mission for Virgin Galactic is this year to have Richard Branson on a flight. And when I see what is the latest date for that, obviously, we're talking December. So that's why I think scenario number 2, 90% chance that we will see Richard Branson latest in December going on a Virgin Galactic flight. So we will have from now on until December, or maximum December, okay, could be also November, a lot of time to load up cheap Virgin Galactic stock, which is, not a bad thing, right? Because I know, so many people out there, when the Virgin Galactic stock goes back to 40 or even 80 or 100, people will tell me, I wish I would load up. I wish I would sell my house and my car and my wife in it to buy, or my husband, right? To buy more Virgin Galactic stock. It's always the case, guys. And scenario number 3, I give this scenario also 3%, because I believe, worst case scenario in my opinion, that they need a little bit more time than anticipated. They will put it more, they will blame it on the health crisis and restrictions and everything went slow. So, and that they make the first flight of Richard Branson. Maybe also because of Richard Branson, right? Maybe he says, I have other things to do, or whatsoever, or I'm not available, or I'm not in the health condition, right? He is 70, guys. Don't forget about that. Then you are looking into maybe the Q1 of 2021, and this would obviously be a little bit of a bummer, but would extend it just about 3 months or maybe 6 months even. If you are investing long term, guys, then you don't care if this is 3 months or 6 months. This is such a interesting success story that I hope that we have a little bit more time to enjoy those cheap Virgin Galactic stocks. Lots of you guys want to load up. Lots of you guys are doing dollar averaging, putting monthly money into that. I'm waiting also a little bit of rescheduling or rearranging my portfolio as well, and seeing if Virgin Galactic even has the chance to go a little bit lower. But then I'm going on an automative mode to load up more Virgin Galactic stock. However, I believe that the 5% worst case scenario could be also that they reschedule this because of any of crazy reasons to Q1 2021. So let's have a look what else was on the agenda. Let me have a look before we diving into the last part of the stream. I want to have a look into the chat, guys, because I love to see what's your questions for Virgin Galactic. And let me just I need to just put one small information into my system here so you can see the chat as well. It's a little bit buttons here and there to switch on the chat. Now you can see that you see the chat as well. So let's have a look. So someone saying that his mom is having on the same date birthday than Richard Branson. Okay, so what we have here, some people are talking about SHLL. I still need to have a look to turn that dang mic on. Yeah, that was fantastic. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, Mario, our member. Don't forget the thumb up, absolutely. Katie Woods. Then I see here people are really liking ARK Invest. I really like, what I like about ARK Invest. They don't come out and they are not like bragging on their success. They say, we just look into the future and telling you these stocks are really going to explode and rule the world. And we are investing in them. If you want, you can invest in our ETF. And so if you guys are more interested into an ETF, then maybe ARK Invest is maybe something for you. You saw the ticker symbols, just check it out on the website. As you can see, you can really go through the whole holdings of them. So I think it's really, really interesting. What else do we have? So there is someone, Ice Blue 69 is saying Richard goes on 18th of October. So July, August, September, October, 3 months after his birthday. Okay, yeah, could be. I mean, anything from July until December could be realistic, but as further it goes towards the end of the year, in my personal opinion, is more realistic. Christoph Pum says stock will hit $150. I totally agree. Long term, this is the overall vision that you need to put on your long-term glasses, guys. Okay, this is very important too. Having this said, let's dive into the last point, which was why I believe this is a 10x stock. Well, you know, I don't want to say I'm specialized on stocks that have a huge potential, but I would say I am. I think that if you are concentrating on, and you could make only maybe 3-4 trades per year, or maybe even less, maybe just one, right? I, over the years, just made one big trade, which was Tesla, because it was so clear to me that this company will change the future, how we do transportation, how we do electric cars, how the future market of electric cars will look like. Now, obviously, the market of cars is much bigger than now space, but space is something that is more and more getting realistic, and we will see so much change in the next 10-20 years that I would like to have one company like Virgin Galactic that has a great product, that has a great experience, a marketing genius, a great CEO, a great chairman of the board with Shamas, one of the smartest guys, you know, out there in the investment world, and then the opportunity to go up. And we saw how high just the first appetite for the stock was. So all in all, once the concept is finally proven for so many doubters out there, for so many short sellers out there, then we should see higher prices for Virgin Galactic. And then you will see that going on to a spaceship too will be as normal as going on a Virgin Galactic flight or American Airlines flight, a Lufthansa flight, right? So this will be the new normal. It will be a breaking experience to be on the edge of the atmosphere, to see our blue marble of a planet from a totally new perspective. And I think this extending of a niche is so powerful for so many companies. You have seen this in Tesla, you have seen this in Facebook. You know, they start with a small niche. Facebook was just available for universities, right? So their niche was universities, and then the next university, and then they grow for the whole world. And therefore, so many factors and more you will know here first. I think, you know, we are one of the biggest communities out there that covering the stock. I love the stock. I love that you are on board. I love that you smashing that like button on the live stream and videos. Watch today's Virgin Galactic vlog if you haven't done it yet. I'm so grateful that you switched on. I wish you a fantastic start into the weekend. Just, you know, dive in, have fun. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I play for you the most beautiful outro that is out there in the YouTube financial world. Thank you, and see you in just a couple of hours.